Welcome to the Quick Talk Podcast with Joshua Latimer, where we discuss business, life, family, faith, struggle, fire, pain, and ultimately winning.
It's time to take massive action. Look, I can't work harder on your life or business than you do. It's ultimately all on you.
You know, God created all the food the birds would ever need, but he doesn't put it in their nest. You've got to go get it.
10 out of 10 people die. So how about doing something today that actually matters while you still can?
Hey everybody, Josh here. Welcome to the Quick Talk Podcast. Hope you're having a great week. Fall is coming fast. Fall's here. Fall's been here, actually. But it's just starting to get... Sorry, I just stepped on a cup. It's starting to get real cold up here in Michigan, and I'm so excited. I'm preparing for the Automate Grow Sell Experience, which is my first live event. I've been asked to do live events. I've been at other live events. I've done lots of things like that. But this is the first time we've done one, and ours is really unique. And, you know, not to think that we're so awesome or anything, but this event's going to change people's lives. And it has to do with the difference between information and transformation. And I've been having this dilemma in my brain for several weeks now, because we've sold so many boot camps over the last couple years, and people have had huge, awesome results. But there's a portion of people, a larger than I wish it was portion, that come into it and then nothing happens. And so I've been asking myself, what is the difference between people that move the ball down the field, that accomplish what they want to accomplish, and the people that don't? And I think I've boiled it down to this idea of information versus transformation. Information is like a noun. Transformation is a verb. It has to do with execution and putting things into practice. But at the same time, how do you do that? How do you do what you want to do, but you don't do it anyway, right? I mean, if you have a business, there's probably 17 things that you know you need to be working on, or systems that you should build, or things you should be not letting go, but you are. And we don't do the things we know we should do, and we do the things we know we shouldn't do. So how do you break that up? Well, that's what I've been working on. So part of our event is going to be me setting expectations in the beginning and doing all this cool stuff and meeting all the people coming. I added it up. We have 98 people total, if you include all the mentors, the other speakers I'm bringing in, and the staff members on the back end that are helping us run the event, and then all the attendees plus their guest, right? Because they can bring a guest. That's crazy, and they're all coming with an expectation of a certain outcome. And I made a video in the live event Facebook group to get everybody excited yesterday, and I was talking about an outcome. So here's my question to you. What is your outcome? Think about that. What do you want to happen when you cross the finish line in your business? Have you even thought about that? Or have you thought about it in the last 5 years or 10 years? A lot of us start a company because we want to get away from working for someone else. And not that that's bad. I think it's better to work for yourself than someone else. There's a lot of freedom. There's a lot of benefit. But if you want to succeed at a high level, we have to go way beyond that. You can't, your why, your vision for your life, your vision for your business can't be based on what you don't want, right? Well, I don't want to work for someone else, so I'm going to have a really successful, awesome, automated business. Well, that won't happen, right? Because your focus is on what you don't want. I even told my sister when she was younger, I asked her one time, I said, what kind of guy do you want to marry? And I'll never forget this. She said, well, I don't want someone that smokes weed. I don't want someone that's lazy. I don't want someone that is like this or this or this. She named all these things, and every single thing she said was something that she did not want. And I think that's kind of our default. It's actually really hard to figure out what you do want. It's very difficult. I think we don't spend any time thinking about it. So when we approach that question, it kind of overwhelms us. It makes us get all panicked and freaked out. But you need to ask yourself that question. Yesterday, I drove to Grand Rapids, Michigan to pick up Derek. Derek, my right-hand man with Radius Bomb and building our funnels and our tech and all kinds of stuff. A lot of you guys know Derek. He's awesome. And when I went to pick him up, he had stayed the first night with one of his friends in Grand Rapids. So I said, Derek, give me the address and I'll come get you. And he sent me an address. And the thing is I couldn't have picked him up if I didn't have the address. Your why, the outcome, the end game outcome that you desire for your business is literally exactly the equivalent of a physical home address. That's what it is. Or if you want to get even more specific, it's like a longitude and latitude coordinates. So if I ask you, what do you want? And you can answer me in one sharp, succinct sentence, and there's a date attached to it. For example, I'm going to give away $100 million by the time I'm 65 years old, right? Like, that's a huge why, but it's succinct and there's a date attached to it. If you can say, I want an automated business that I'm going to sell for $500,000 within 36 months from today. That's a why. That's a coordinates, right? And only after we have those coordinates, the address, can we reverse engineer any kind of strategy to get you there. But most people, honestly, can't even answer that question. So I want to encourage you to spend time on your why. And I want to encourage you to think about the difference between information and transformation. And the people that move the ball down the field towards what they really want, number one, they've identified what they want. That's like huge. Number two, they have a lot of action coupled together with information. It's not just the information, it's transformation. So there's action, there's activity, there's imperfect falling forward motion towards the thing that they want. And it's available to all of us. I just think we get confused. And so at the event, the reason this event is special, it's different, I'm so excited to do it, is because we're going to hold people's hands, get them specific, exact clarity on what they want and where they are right now, taking a realistic, real-life snapshot of what is reality today, what needs to be in place in your business 6 to 12 months from now, 24 months from now, 36 months from now, whatever the case is, to make sure that you're on pace to get the outcome that you desire. And I think that is powerful. It's life-changing. It's amazing. I'm excited. I cannot wait to do this process with people. So if you feel overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, or you have 17 things in your head and you know you need to do all these things, push pause on all that stuff for a second. Take the whole weekend and just figure out, what do I want? Why do I get out of bed every day and do this? You know, was I just running away from a job from a bad boss? Or am I running towards something? You know, Lisa McQueen's coming to our event. She has a $7 million maid service in Australia. She's coming from Australia all the way to northern Michigan, bringing her husband too, which is going to be awesome. She has to know where she's going when she books her plane ticket, right? She has to know where she's going when she gets in a rental car and arrives at her property. And if she didn't have the address, she would never get there. The same is true for your business. Do you have an address? Have you defined the outcome that you desire? I'm strategically pausing so you can think about that. I think it's really, really powerful once you latch on to your why. And you know what? It's okay to change your why as you live too, right? Mine's evolved and adapted and changed and all that stuff. Make sure that your spouse is on board with your why, your mission. When you have unity with your wife, if you're a man, it's like a neutron bomb of productivity and power inside your company. When you guys are on the same page saying, we are going to do this, boom, by this date, boom, we're going to pay off our house, all of our debt, we're going to make $100,000 in personal income and have an automated business that does not require me more than 15 hours per week by this date in 2021, and you guys are both excited and unified in that, guess who's not mad at you anymore when you work late at the office? Guess who is encouraging you and cheering you on when you have adversity and something weird happens that's difficult? Guess who's on your team? Well, your wife is, right? But you have to come up with that vision together. You have to articulate it clearly and then become absolutely obsessed with it. And the last recommendation I'll give you guys is once you do figure out what you want, and I've done this several times, is you need to put it everywhere. You know, make it the screens, the background on your cell phone, like your desktop screensaver thing. Put it there. Print it out and tape it on your bathroom mirror so when you brush your teeth, you're staring at it. Print out another one and tape it on the dashboard to your car by your steering wheel so that you can see it every day when you go to work. Take another one, print it out, tape it to your desk right underneath your keyboard. You need to be consumed with the outcome. Because every decision that you make, should I do this, should I do that? Should I spend $12,000 on this piece of equipment? Should I invest in that second location? I don't know. Let's go back and look at your outcome. What are we trying to do? It makes all decision making way easier when we measure the choices in front of us against the specific outcome that we've already decided we want. I hope that makes sense. I hope that adds value, and I hope that you will join me and get more content and hang out with me more by joining the Growth Vault. You can go to thegrowthvault.com. It's free. There's webinars, teachings, trainings, tools, tips, documents, all kinds of stuff. There's a Facebook group called The Growth Vault where we help businesses grow and people help each other. It's a community. And then if you can subscribe to The Growth Vault on YouTube, that would be awesome because we're going to be pumping out massive content later this year through that channel as well. So all those things are free. I appreciate all of you. God bless. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Hey, thanks for hanging out, friends. And from all of us here at the Quick Talk Podcast team, we hope you loved today's show. We hope that you were inspired to become a doer and not just a listener. Apply what you've heard today in your own business and watch things change for the better. Lastly, remember that all the money in the world can't save your soul. Seek first the kingdom of God, my friends. We'll see you next time.
For more information about the Quick Talk Podcast or Joshua's other businesses, visit our website, quicktalkpodcast.com. Have a blessed day.